All right, traders, hello, good afternoon. It's the 14th of June 2020. As I said, actually, I didn't make any promises, but I do have time. I'm going to make a watch list video. Let me just straighten up. Is that straight? Looks pretty straight. Okay. So what I'll touch upon is the watch list for next week. Now, it's been pretty interesting in regards to market moves. And I guess overall, if I have to say something about risk sentiment, I would say it's risk off. I was a little bit distracted yesterday. There was quite a lot of background noise. So I think, right now, looking at the chart, it looks short on the Aussie, but what I'd like to see is, some bearish price action. And I'm not going to jump in first thing Monday morning. For me, it's Monday morning when the market opens. I'm just going to hold off and just see what happens, especially in the Aussie equity markets as well, just about confidence and just to see, which way the US dollar wants to go. It looks like it could bounce, but right now I would just say hold off. And there's no entries right now. Let's bring up the euro as well. I've been mostly monitoring the Aussie and the euro, to be fair. So it looks like the euro is pretty range bound. Aussie is also pretty range bound too. So I'm not going to say it could defy rationale again. We could see things rally again. That is the case long Aussie dollar and probably long euro as well. Gold was a little flat to end the session as well on Friday. Let's bring that up again. So 4-hour time frame. So that's how it ended. So in regards to what you can take from that is that it is range bound still, and we need to see a break lower, and that's going to come in around just over 12 hours. I think it's 5 a.m. Perth time the market opens for me, maybe even 6 a.m. I think it is 5 a.m. with the broker I've got. So and that's S&P. So it did find some support there after it sold off on the Thursday session. So just looking at that now, it's time the market decides what it wants to do. So there hasn't been terrible news over the weekend, honestly, in regards to riots and whatnot. It's sort of been pretty steady. And something else that was driving things was the chatter out of Beijing towards the US in regards to the trade war. So it's a little bit steady. So we could see quite a slow session Monday, but I'll be ready just in case if we see something that suggests there's a trading opportunity. The pound as well. A little bit of Brexit issues in regards to that pair, so we'll see what happens. Pound yen as well. We'll see what happens there. There's just a lot of stuff going on, guys. But I mean, just looking at the chart, for example, just the Aussie dollar, I would say that is actually not that bearish. Really what we've seen is one push lower, and that could just be a pullback, to be fair. So I would say maybe stand by on making an entry. It's a little bit unclear. I mean, looking at the trend's your friend really until it ends, obviously. But has it ended? It's a couple things that I would say looking at this chart would indicate to me that there are signs of exhaustion. We've had 1, 2, 3 attempts through 70 cents. I mean, it did get to 70, 64, and then 70, pretty much 70 flat just then it did move lower. So it's interesting now to me to see what is going to happen. Let's see the Kiwi as well. Kiwi was very similar to Euro Yen on the daily. It's like it's been a lot of turbulence, and it's the same again with how it closed. So that's not particularly bearish. So we'll see. Come Monday, by the end of Monday Asian session, it's going to be, things will sort of point me in a direction where I'm like, okay, like that's what's going on, and then we'll go from there. Or maybe not. It may be quiet, and I was a little bit unfortunate last week. I did miss the Aussie sell-off, but it could be temporary, and just with how the market's been going, that might be the case. But I guess, guys, that's probably going to be the conclusion of the video. I'll do another video tomorrow night, probably about close to New York Open. But until then, I hope everyone's having a great weekend. Enjoy, and happy trading, guys. Thanks for watching.